It's often been said that senators are a constitutional impediment to the smooth functioning of staff. We all laugh at that, but we know there's a scintilla of truth to that. All of our staffs, on all our committees and our personal staffs, especially the Senate, the staff on the help committees, the Finance Committee, and the leadership, all of your staff, Senator Reid, have just been wonderful, working literally almost, I don't know when they sleep, almost 24 hours a day for the last 24 straight days. And I'm sure they're looking forward to getting reacquainted with their families after tomorrow. Now, I'm going to name on the Senate floor all the staff members who contributed to this bill, but here before this caucus, I just want to single out one particular. We are all, I think, saddened and cognizant of the fact that the real author of this bill, Ted Kennedy, is not with us. But there is one person who really carried on for him. His staff person for almost over 20 years, the staff director of the Help Committee for over the last decade, carried on. Our amazing staff director, Michael Myers. Now, people are saying, where's Michael? Believe me, there's only one reason that Michael Myers would not be here. His son is recovering from surgery, and he's with him in the hospital. But he's going to be okay, so everything, I'm told, is just going to be fine, but he is there. But Michael is a consummate professional. He was Senator Kennedy's right-hand man on the committee, as I said, for more than a decade. No one has been more loyal and dedicated to carrying on Senator Kennedy's vision. So to the incomparable Michael Myers, in absentia, we thank you. There's one other person I want to thank. Now, while she hasn't been here involved in a lot of the intricacies, she's always been on the phone. She's been available to call people, to talk to people. And it was wonderful when we had that 1 a.m. vote on Monday morning to look up in the gallery and see Vicki Kennedy. She's been wonderful. And we just thank you, Vicki, so much for helping us out through this long endeavor. Well, this is a great achievement. With all of the talk and all of the debate and all the charts and all of this and all that tomfoolery that goes on the Senate floor, what it really comes down to this. For far too long, we've had one dividing line in America, one dividing line that no other developed country has. We've had a dividing line on which, on one side, those with wealth and health had good health care. They had the privilege of having good health care. But on the other side, so many didn't. What this bill does is we finally take that step. As our leader said earlier, we take that step from health care as a privilege to health care as an inalienable right of every single American citizen. And as I've said before, this bill is not complete. I've used the analogy of a starter home, in which we can add additions and enhancements as we go into the future. But like every right that we've ever passed for the American people, we revisit it later on to enhance and build on those rights. And we will do that here, surely, that we will enhance and build on this. But we have made that first most important step to make it a right rather than a privilege.
We're going to hurry up to Durbin's party, but we'll ask a couple questions.
The meeting.
So, Leader Reid, what is your timing, your sense of time?
I wanted to ask, how difficult do you think these negotiations are going to be with the House? Do you think you will be done and ready for the President's signature before his State of the Union address? And if I could just also ask to comment on Senator Byrd and the fact that he was here for all of these votes, including these votes.
First of all, this bill is not going to pass until tomorrow morning. And my eyes are focused on tomorrow morning. There will be proceedings after tomorrow morning, but I'll worry about those after tomorrow morning. I want to talk about Senator Byrd. I had a wonderful conversation with him today. This is a strong man. One time Senator Byrd told me, he said, you know, I don't I've never done anything physical to exercise like a lot of you. He said, but every day I exercise my brain. And he does. He talked to me about what he's going to read during the break. He's got some things planned to do. This is a remarkable human being, one of the most remarkable human beings I've ever met in my life. And I have so much admiration for his intellectual capacity, but as we've learned in recent weeks, his physical capacity. He's a tough, strong man who was essential to our passing this bill.
How do you plan on treating the conference committee process? Will it simply be you and Speaker Pelosi in closed meetings, or will it be a more transparent, traditional process where it's going to be televised?
Okay. You obviously weren't listening to my I'm not going to talk about conference. I'm talking about passing this bill tomorrow. And as I said yesterday, I'll say it again today. You can ask the question in many different ways. You're going to get the same answer. I am looking forward to this vote taking place between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And after I go home to Searchlight, you might get some, after I have a chance to talk to other people about how we're going to proceed on this. But for the time being, I'm going to focus on this bill passing in the morning. And for a few days after that, frankly, I'm going to just sit back and watch my rabbits eat my cactus. Okay.
Is that a Nevada thing?
Must be. That's what every city does. Do it. What?
We've destroyed $10,000 worth of opioid use uses.
Harry, we can't do that in Vermont.
Yeah, we can't do that either. We can't.
We can't do that in Vermont.
Great.
That doesn't sound very agreeable, does it?